The BBC prides itself in being balanced, sensible and professional, but at times this hasn't been the case, and this time the BBC has crossed the line. For those that haven't followed the news, an 18-year-old woman called Rahaf fled Saudi Arabia and her family, as otherwise she would have been killed for leaving the religion of Islam. The BBC decided to tweet asking people whether Rahaf deciding to save her life was a respectable decision. Oh yeah, they really did that. Now obviously, they received a huge wave of complaints until they issued an apology for being stupid. But this wasn't the first time. The BBC has previously asked what sort of punishment is best for blasphemy. Not whether blasphemy should be punished or not, but what sort of punishment is best. The BBC also once wondered whether gay people should be executed or not for being gay. Because clearly it's a grey area, you know, a bit 50-50 whether you should die for being innocent. The reason we can and should complain about the BBC's mistakes is because they're taking our tax money to fund themselves, so we were right to hold them to account. So why are people at the BBC occasionally so ignorant? Because this forced impartiality doesn't work with everyone. Not all BBC reporters can be as professional as Laura Kuenssberg or Nick Robinson. The BBC's obsession with identity politics and keeping everyone from all sides happy by representing everything at the same time means sometimes they'll come across impartial between good and evil, between terrorism and peace, between deciding whether killing gay people is right or wrong. The BBC sometimes make these idiotic mistakes because they are mostly a bunch of out-of-touch middle-class kids who went to Oxford or Cambridge, never had to struggle financially to be forced to work on the minimum income to experience the tough side of life, to realise that real life's priorities are different to theirs. For instance, innocent people getting killed needs more attention than banning comedians for making offensive jokes. If we can't privatise the BBC, then I really hope that they reform their culture and how they hire people. Being an echo chamber cult really isn't healthy when they're representing our country on an international level.
Either in the sense of being corrupt or being gay. And by the way, that's an incredibly homophobic headline, you massive poof.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to not miss any video in the future.